Stack up on your water now. Stack up on ways of purifying your water now. Don't wait. Do it now. There's a lot of chemical spills going on. They're not telling people about it in today's, sometimes weeks, sometimes months afterwards. And there's no telling how bad and how damaging it could be to our bodies. They say what's going on out there in Philadelphia, it is just awful. It is just terrible. They're telling those people to rush out, go get bottled water. They're running, or if they probably by now have ran out of bottled water. So it goes on to say, they said butyl acrylate, ethyl acrylate, and methacrylate had spilled into the Delaware River. Butyl acrylate in particular is a chemical that was identified in the spill in East Palestine. Hi, survivors. It's me, Prepper Zan, reporting to you. Hope you guys are doing well, because what's going on in this world is not. Now, there's something suspicious that's going on out here, but the media, mainstream media, don't want to tell us what's really going on. We're being attacked. And I don't know if it's coming from the inside, from our own corrupt non-leaders, because they have ushered in all these ugly, nasty agendas and want most of us gone, or if it's coming from enemies of America who are already in this country. They have infiltrated this country because these non-leaders have allowed anybody and everybody to come over here to further annihilate us. Allegedly, but that's what's really going on. So let's go deeper into what's going on out there in Philadelphia. They said the Delaware River spill, Philadelphia water safe to drink through Monday. They lying. I would not believe them, allegedly. But we see how they did those people out there in East Palestine, telling them the air was safe for them to come back home, the water was safe to drink, the soil was, and the lie detector determined that was a lie. So it goes on to say that the Philadelphia Water Department is now encouraging residents to store tap water instead of buying bottled water in stores after hazardous materials. Wait a minute, I have to read that again. Y'all, because I'm just not believing this. The Philadelphia Water Department is now encouraging residents to store tap water instead of buying water in stores after hazardous materials spilled into the Delaware River. The recommendation comes after officials said Sunday afternoon that water in the city will remain safe to drink through Monday evening. Y'all, they trying to kill us all. Allegedly. Don't listen to that. And I'm not trying to scare people. I just tell it like it is on here. So if you're scared, go somewhere else. Don't drink that water. Do not drink that water unless you are purifying. And then even then, I wouldn't drink that water. When they have those types of chemicals in there, it's out of there. So it says, we advise people that they can drink their tap water. There's no need to buy water. Wow. Michael Carroll, Deputy Managing Director for the city's Office in Transportation, Infrastructure, and Sustainability, said in a viral news conference Sunday evening, if they want to store water, they should store water from their tap in a bottle or pitcher, or they can stick it in their fridge or refrigerator, and it will be fine for them to drink. I wouldn't listen to that. Y'all, with all this stuff going on, if you haven't stored water, you need to go store water now. Like, turn off the video right now and come back to it later on. Go store water, y'all, because we being attacked, man. And we can't, your body can't go past 3 days without water. Water is so very important. That's why I iterate the importance of water on this platform. Store you a lot of water right now. However you got to do it, go do it. I said today I'm gonna get more water. I'm not even about to play with it out here. It's the latest in a series of updates after residents were advised just hours earlier to drink bottled water until further notice after an estimated 8,000 gallons of a latex-based solution spilled into Otter Creek from a plant in Bucks County. The plant makes acrylic resins, which are often used in paints to prevent corrosion and weatherproof manufactured items like cars. As we can see, a lot of this chemical stuff that's going on, yeah, it's so much of it's going on. And it's immediately affecting the water. They doing something to the water. They doing something to the air. They doing something to the soil. They doing something to the food. Allegedly, only because I have to say it. Y'all better take precautions out here. Me too. We all better take precautions out here. Sunday's initial advisory instructed residents to drink bottled water after 2 p.m., but officials now say that was out of an abundance of caution and there was no signs of contamination in the Philadelphia water system. Later Sunday afternoon, officials said testing found water from the spill had not made its way into the city system. Lies, and more lies, allegedly. The messages sparked what could be described as panic buying. And let me stop right there for a second. Y'all, with all this stuff that's been going on since 2020, I don't understand why do we wait to the last minute to go and get things that we know we need. Now, I do know that there's people who don't have it like that, and may not even have places to stay right now because it's ugly agenda, and a lot of people have been priced out of their apartments and homes and whatnot. But for the most part, y'all, let's stay stacked up with food and water, supplies and medicines and first aid kits and whatnot. Keep a bug out bag handy with everything you need in it, because we living in times where every day you turn on the TV, something's going on with the food, something going on with the water, something going on with the soil, something going on with the air. And you never know when you're going to have to be displaced and have to go somewhere else to survive. So let's just try to keep as much as we possibly can while we can, get these things you need and keep them. Don't wait to the last minute, because y'all, could you imagine if you need the bottled water, you go to the store and there's no more bottled water, then what do you do? And if your area is contaminated with chemicals all in the water. But anyway, it said the message sparked what could be described as panic buying of bottled and filtered water in the large section of the city impacted by the initial advisory, leaving shelves across Philadelphia empty. But the release from the water department said Sunday afternoon said there was no need to buy water at this time, and advised customers can fill bottles or pitchers with tap water in store for future use. The spill occurred just before midnight on Friday, March 24th, according to the Philadelphia Water Department and Office of Emergency Management. Glass, a subsidiary of Transco PLC, confirmed to WHYY news a pipe rupture at their plant in Bristol led to a release that spilled the hazardous liquid into a storm sewer that flowed into Otter Creek, a tributary of the Delaware River. The company, which employs 110 people, said no employees were injured. That's what they say, y'all. We really, truly don't be knowing. These people lie a lot. You really gotta watch what you listen to and read and hear from these people, because they lie a lot. Just like they telling us, they describing how this thing so-called occurred, but they're not telling us why. They're not telling us what really did happen. Y'all, we're not going to find out what's really going on out here probably till, I want to say, years later, and that's just allegedly. But put two and two together. All this not a coincidence. All this stuff is not a coincidence that these